I believe in a cold, empty, and unforgiving universe. I believe in a chaotic mess of space dust that randomly hurls misfortune around because it knows no different. I used to believe that fighting this misfortune in an attempt to find meaning or happiness was a foolish pursuit because the universe cares nothing for us. The space we occupy knows nothing but pain. Take Noah, for example. Noah is a boy I have known in passing for the past 5 years. And in that time, though we were never close, I watched him emerge into his true self. Someone who in more recent years came out as a homosexual. I see Noah as many different things. As far as I'm concerned, he's just as kind as he is gay, as he is compassionate. But he doesn't see it that way. His mother became suspicious when he was very young. She made damn sure to put the fear of God into her only son. She made it her life's work to make sure he understood what happened to men who lay with other men, that this life filled with what could be perceived as love amounts to nothing more than an eternity of suffering. There's another boy that I know that I knew, and his name was Alexander Peabody. Alex was something else. He was an accomplished cellist, composer, bassoonist, flautist, writer, and conversationalist with skill well beyond his years. And among other things, a double lung and heart transplant survivor. I remember meeting him for the first time, and he joked that his heart was so full of love and his lungs so full of life that he just needed a couple of replacements. That's just who Alex was. He greeted every day all of its bad news and misfortune with a smile. He looked forward to tomorrow. He did not fear. He died 3 days after his 17th birthday. Then there's me. I have been disposed of, mocked, publicly and intimately humiliated, all by those I love and trusted the most. In my 18 years, I have had very few relationships with people who found me worthy of their time and their effort. I have read and reread every text message, every Facebook post, comment, tweet, and I have heard every version of every rumor made especially for me, just to inflict harm. And I believe them. Noah may have his God, but I have my phone, and all of these horrible things that I have seen and I have heard have become my truth. I am unable to see myself as anything but a distraction, a detour, a stepping stone. My parents say if I put myself out there, I'll find someone who appreciates and cares for me as I am, but with every failed attempt, I have grown more and more afraid to try again. So I've sealed myself off. I have built walls and armor to protect me from what I need the most. And I have to ask myself, why? Aren't I just as deserving of companionship, of happiness, as anyone else? It doesn't make sense that Alex was always so much happier with his life than I am with mine. I'm not the one fighting for my life. I think about this all the time because, believe me, there's nothing I have ever wanted more than to just be happy. But the knowledge of my insignificance to my peers and to the universe serves as my greatest handicap. I used to dream of one day ascending into the uppermost parts of the social hierarchy where I would have friends and people would enjoy having me around. But even then, I'd still be 1 in 7 billion. One single, insignificant grain of sand in a beach of billions of other grains, most with more beautiful, tragic, or meaningful stories to tell. Then I remember Noah. Noah, too, is 1 in 7 billion, but to me, he's Noah. Not just a face or a name, but a dynamic being I have known, to love, to laugh, to fear the very person who should be protecting him, and to consider himself an abomination. Noah is someone worth knowing. Noah is someone I would be willing, someone I should have set my fear of rejection aside for. Noah's life means something to me, making him more than a grain of sand. What I believe made Alex's otherwise painful existence so special was hope. Alex had that knack for finding that little sliver of a chance that maybe things would turn out all right, that this rain would stop, or that he would survive long enough to watch his sister walk at graduation. Alex taught me that mankind's ability to hope, to believe in the impossible, in the improbable, is our greatest quality. It defies logic, yet is our greatest defense against what ails us. Hope is that magic four-letter word that allows us to envision lights at the end of this tunnel, to believe that we stand a chance of finding love, and that love is good. And loving someone else is something to be cherished, not feared. Life is hard, and with so much of it left unknown, why shouldn't we have hope? We, in our own way, have all been born to suffer, but with every shadow, there must be a light. If we have been born to suffer, then we are also entitled to find that which makes us happy. For Alex, it was music and sharing it with others. For Noah, it is being on stage and believing in a loving and forgiving God who loves all of his creations exactly as they are. And what gives me meaning, what makes me happy, is believing in and working towards a better future for myself. A life of love, laughter, companionship, conversation, literature, and opportunity. I, as a human, have been given the gift of subjectivity. I have the freedom to find what makes me happy, to choose who or what to believe in, and with this freedom, I choose to believe in me. I, Abigail Louise Carlin, will hold myself accountable for my own happiness. I will open the gates and forever be unafraid to fight for the love that I deserve, because I know it is what I deserve. I am still 1 in 7 billion, but so is everyone else. And we are all equally, we deserve to be happy. We are so much more than grains of sand. We are more to those who wish to see us as such. Sometimes we just have to take that leap of faith to see that for ourselves. I don't know if there is a God, but if there is, I hope he welcomed Alex home with open arms as he looks upon Noah with a sense of pride and accomplishment, because Noah is someone to be proud of. But I still believe in that unforgiving universe, that chaotic mess that doesn't give any of us a second thought. But that's okay. And it's okay because this universe and some of the people in it may not think much of me, but I do.